But anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to your Average Dancers podcast again. We're blah, da, 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 da.
It's Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
Take
you can
two
tell.
of the
Some of us are
First
hungover
Sunday
and tired.
edition.
it's Bayside Bachata. Wait, what are we?
Yeah, we probably shouldn't be doing it at the end of a long weekend, but here we are. We're here to give you our unfiltered take on everything and anything social dance related. But it is Sunday, and I'm pretty tired,
It's
guys.
the end
I'm
of the year. It's
exhausted,
basically
bro.
the end of
Some
the year.
of us are hungover.
Why are we doing
Not
this
me.
today?
Janine.
Is it December already? Is it not?
Nah, it's
No,
not
it's
December.
almost.
Yeah. We got one more before the end of the year.
Yeah.
We'll have to do something. I don't know, guys. What
Can we
outfits
dress
you
up?
want to see? Yeah, what outfits you
Should we
want to see?
do a Christmas
We've kind of
outfit?
dressed up every. I think it's a theme now, right? Like every.
Every holiday?
At least I've dressed up the past two.
We might have to
past
bring
two
the
or three
shades back. Whatever we do, we have to bring the shades back. I feel like
Bring
that
the
was
People
douche
hated.
shades.
People
I mean,
hated
The
that.
douche shades.
It was the crowd favorite.
Yeah,
I would
it was
say.
crowd.
I really liked your ski mask idea. The
that
guy
was
was just
right.
like a
That's me.
whole.
That was-
There you go.
We're gonna do. What are they called? The shiesties.
Shiesties,
The
yeah.
Is that what that's called?
Yeah,
Mask?
the
There's an
shiesty would be
artist who.
hilarious.
Wears it.
Oh,
So.
wow.
Yeah. Damn, that's
No,
so cool.
I just remember very early on in my bachata journey, I remember watching a YouTube video of Ataka and Danny J, and they had like a little routine, like a footwork routine that was really good. Yeah, and I was just like, oh, I need to learn this.
Did you guys when you were first starting out try to learn from YouTube videos? Like I used
Oh,
to do
for
that.
sure,
I used
yeah.
to do that all the
I don't
time. Like
think so.
before I'd go to a social, I would watch a YouTube class and I'd think I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do this for sure. And I'd spend like an hour practicing it, and I'd get to the social no shot. Like
I learned this on YouTube.
No, I remember.
I could never do it. And it was never something easy, like left turn. It's like, oh yeah, like the teacher just said triple turn here into this. I was like, yeah, I can do that.
I mean, what I do now is I watch like a couple on Instagram that I like Clown Ross, and I see do something, and I'm like, Genie, let me try this, and then that's how I try new stuff.
Did you say Jean or Janine?
I said Genie.
Either or.
Either or.
I mean, I have read Gene before.
Sorry, what were you saying? All right.
No, I just remember. I think it was a competition in Philly when I was still going. It was still hard for me to leave Philly, like the dance scene, when I just moved. There was a competition in Philly, 2019. It was like Bachata Rising competition. You could win like some money. So me and a friend, we were like practicing for the competition, and we would just watch YouTube. I think it was like Gatika, and I think it was Daniel and Desiree, like when they were big on YouTube, and we would just try to like copy some of their moves. So yeah,
That's
I've done
dangerous. That's actually
YouTube.
dangerous.
I don't know.
YouTube University.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the person, but I was always like a person that was like, I think YouTube is important because it like really like it's a way for you to get inspired by a lot of the famous
That's
dancers
true,
you
yeah.
want.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like try to learn from it with caution, right? Like not many people can like learn from YouTube and like be able to replicate it, especially if you're like an early
in the
dancer.
beginning stages. I feel like I feel like you need to have like the fundamentals and you already know the techniques behind it to be able to just pick it up in a video.
Yeah.
I do think there's a way to teach it, but most of the people that are I guess how do I put this? I think there's two types of instructors that are out there. They're the ones that are in high demand, and then the question is why would they put their content on YouTube where it's free, right? Like they'd rather you have to hire them because that's their job. Like that's how they make money.
I mean, they have usually the payment portals or whatever they call it.
Yeah, and then they can create
portals.
their own academy and stuff, and then you have the people that just want to spread the dance culture out there, and then I feel like those are the ones that go onto YouTube. But I do think their level isn't as high as the folks that are on demand, because I do think that you can learn from YouTube, but the teachers that I've seen they miss a lot of crucial things. They're just you just triple turn them, but they miss the most crucial prep that the follow needs, and it could be hey, don't do this if you don't feel tension, because you're just gonna yank her around. It's probably not very good.
Yeah, it's not I
think it's missing stuff, but
you're
it
not
could be
learning
on there.
the state of the art of bachata moves, right? And
Yeah.
state of the art teaching on YouTube. You might just get the basic fundamental steps, right?
Yeah.
But I think YouTube was very important, at least for me, for getting inspired by I remember vividly
Just
all
demos and stuff.
Yeah,
saving
the
all the
visibility.
demos of Daniel and Desiree and being like, whoa, yeah, I want to dance like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually would never, whenever I would go onto YouTube, before I went to a social, I would never watch the demos. I literally watched the people that would be nah, I'm gonna show you how to do this move. And a lot of times this was before I got into bachata, so it was salsa moves, and those would be extremely difficult. It was, and I didn't really know at the time because they would just teach it, and they're yep, it's just 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and you do this. I was oh, that's so easy. And I'd get out there and that's not what the follow would do at all.
Yeah, I feel
not their fault though. It was definitely me, but
yeah. I feel like YouTube is very similar to congresses in terms of like the inspiration. I think it might have been like Giovanni or something. One of the artists posted that like, okay, like congresses are for inspiration, weekly classes are for like learning the building blocks, and then privates are for fine tuning. And I feel like that's so relevant.
Yeah, I feel
that's
like you need
so
all
true.
three.
Yeah,
and I think people don't really realize that, so they go to the congresses, learn a combo, and they think that's like all you need.
Yeah.
But then like,
it's more for inspiration. It's like it should be like, oh, this is where I want to be, but then you need to learn the techniques.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is hard, right? It's like, I guess it does assume like your city has like a dance school where you can go weekly, right?
Yeah.
Because like I know for me, like I learned a lot from festivals, right? Like I would just do a lot of one-offs, hence average dancer. No, but yeah, I think it's just how you approach it, right? Like I learned from YouTube in the sense that I would like slow it down to like 0.25, right? And be like, only that move is what I'm gonna try to learn. And it's really hard. Like it's easier just to take a class, but like I think it's just how you approach it.
They're not teaching like the fundamentals. Like
no, for sure. No, I agree.
And like people don't realize that's why people skip that shit.
Yeah.
Because like I mean they just teach combos the whole time.
Yeah, I think once you get to a certain level of like basic understanding of the social dance, I think you can go to like congresses and like watch YouTube videos and learn. Mm-hmm. But I think as a beginner, like identifying that you need to be at a certain level, it's like really hard. And I think like there's so many people like
with delusional confidence.
It's delusional confidence. It really is. Like one of my boys been trying to get into dancing the longest time, and I've told him so many times, I'm like, bro, literally just learn the basic, like 1 through 8, and the rest is gonna come like over time.
And he's like, I already know that.
Yeah, he's like, oh no, bro, like I got it. I'm like, no, dude, like
she's like,
me.
no, you don't.
I'm like, dude, trust me, you don't have it. Like just, I don't actually believe like everybody's like, oh, all you need is a good basic and you're having an amazing time. I think it's way more than that. I don't believe when follows say that.
No.
But I'm looking at it from a beginner's, like I talked about it last time. I'm looking at it from like a beginner lead standpoint, where like, if I had been dancing for 2 weeks and I know my basic, you're not gonna have, so like it's not gonna be an amazing dance for you.
Can we talk about that? Like let's highlight, like hone in on that a bit more. Like what is the real truth of that, right? Because like follows will be like, oh, all you need is a basic, but like there was a certain point where you're like, oh, I know she's like, for a lead, you're like satisfied because like, oh, okay, she's having a good time. Like I don't have to worry anymore. Right? Because like when you're a beginner, it's like, oh no, like they're gonna be bored, they're gonna be looking somewhere else, they're gonna want to leave.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Janine?
I think it comes from like the caveat of all you need is good basic and to give your follow space and freedom. Because if you have a good basic, but you're like keeping them tight the whole time, it's like it's hard for them to do things to have fun.
But if you
give them the ability to run away,
give them the ability like let go and shine for a second.
Okay,
you know?
You're saying give them freedom, but then like if you're just giving them freedom the whole time, you're not really leading them, right?
Basic, a couple of turns, switching places, and just staying in open position, for example, just gives the follow a lot.
But does that
freedom.
make it? So I think that makes it like an okay dance.
Yeah,
it's gonna be better than a beginner that's doing a bunch of stuff. But does that make it like an amazing dance?
I would say that it makes it enjoyable. It makes it enjoyable.
Bearable. Because I would say probably. I
think enjoyable because like if the person is engaged with you, like I care more about is that person like, are they having fun? Are they engaged with me rather than like, are they doing all these moves, right? Like I have more fun with a beginner who's just doing like some simple stuff, but they're just like jamming out rather than someone who's like trying really hard to do all this crazy stuff, but they're like not even paying attention.
Yeah. And I guess that's where I'm nitpicking that a little bit deeper, because you're right. I think them having like just that level of understanding does make the dance enjoyable. It's okay, but it's not like you don't care to dance with them again. I guess like I've definitely been there, right? Like, and I'm not saying this is you, Janine, but where like I've definitely heard follow say like they didn't enjoy a dance because like the lead was clearly a beginner, and like it wasn't because the lead was doing anything crazy. It's just because like when you're at a beginner level and you know the basics, that's all you have. Like I think when you dance with a pro and he only does the basics, he's layering everything else, like musicality, understanding of the moment, reading like the movements and stuff. Whereas if I've been dancing for 3 weeks and you tell me don't do anything but maybe a basic turn, like you're like, yeah, it was an okay dance.
Yeah,
but
like I wouldn't call it amazing, but it can still be enjoyable. And I think there's a difference there.
And that's what I'm nitpicking, because follows are just like, oh, you just need like a basic. I'm like, it's
the thing
more
is
than
like,
that.
I see it's hard for me to agree with that. You just need a basic, because like, why do you even care what my basic is like? Like that doesn't really impact you, right? Like if I have the most amazing basic, but I'm not leading you correctly. I can't lead you properly, but I have a fire basic.
How, you have a fire basic, then maybe we're dancing in open position and grooving the whole time.
No, but what's funny is I feel
that doesn't really impact you. I would argue that connection is more important than the basic. Because like, if I have a good connection with you, then you would really like that dance. But if I just have a good basic, what are you going to do with that?
That's true. But I think part of a good basic is the confidence, and I think with that comes connection.
No, yeah, I was just about to say that is like it's something that's not mentioned a lot, but it's the confidence from the lead, like that you sense that he knows what he's doing.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
Like there's a certain point where it's like, oh, I feel comfortable because it's like, oh, we're just doing basic, but like you're getting a lead, I guess the right leading where it's like, oh, he knows what he's doing and we can just have fun.
Yeah.
He's like sure of what he's doing and he's leading.
I literally had a dance like that last Wednesday. It was someone I had never seen before, and I was thinking, okay, like, I'm thinking, okay, this is probably going to be like a really beginner dance. And then he led me, and it's like we didn't do anything crazy. It was all like basic turns, simple moves, position changes, but it was with confidence. And like that's what stood out to me is that the frame was confident. He was confident in his own thing, and like I got the space to actually dance, and like that was enjoyable. I was really pleasantly surprised. I was like, dang, that was fun. That was really fun.
No, I think this is kind of proving like my stance though, and I just kind of did a poor job explaining it. Like it's not. My point is, it's not just one thing. Like now we're adding confidence into it.
It's confidence in
the basic.
Confidence
doesn't come with just under. I knew the 1, 2, 3 like tap. That doesn't mean that I was confident. Also, like understanding frame, like that's also for me. I still struggle. Like we did this class and you had to teach me like Gene barn door, like you idiot. Like oh yeah. So I think like yes, I believe that, but I do think we like without knowing we do add layers onto like just the basics because on top of that
confidence in your basic, I would say
confidence in basics, but also now let's add on there that he can dance on the right time. So like he's stepping on the 5 and like instead of stepping on the 1, he's on the 5 and he doesn't know it.
Yeah.
A lot of follows like that really bothers them because now they're dancing off beat. Like he doesn't know it. Like because I didn't know the difference between the 1 and the 5 for a long time.
But would you call it a good basic if you don't know the 1 and the 5 and if you're not confident? Like is that a good basic? Like to me, that's not a good basic. Good basic does have layers.
Agree with you, but that's not something that's like easy to pick up. So I'm thinking somebody that's been dancing for like a month, and I'm just addressing it like from that perspective.
Yeah, I guess to me a good basic, hey, are you grounded? Like, are you closing your taps? But then it's like if you are doing that, but then you have a bad connection or I don't know, whatever else. If you're missing musicality, then is the good dance? Like I would argue no.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Some people like I'm not gonna say I lack musicality, but hey, some people can have an okay dance with people that lack musicality.
Yeah.
Actually, like I watched this one reel and the Carlos y Susan class we took a while ago that brought up a good point that I'd never thought about before. It's like the musicality versus interpretation.
Oh yeah.
Where like a lot of times when I'm talking about somebody's amazing musicality, I'm also referring to like their interpretation of it. Like Trey has fire musicality, but it's also what he does. Like when he's like reacting to the music. Like I had never thought about that before.
Like, can you explain how they describe that difference, musicality versus interpretation?
Yeah, I'm pretty much like a amazing bachata instructor. So
let's hear it from the average.
Yeah,
let's see.
What did they say about it for anyone who was not in the class?
How much was retained? How much was retained from the?
I would take this as gospel, but essentially like musicality is like understanding what the song's about to do, like knowing that a break's about to come, understanding like the structure of a song versus interpretation of the music is like what you do when that happens. So like
the application.
Yeah. So it's like that Prince Royce song where it's like
the word I was about to say.
And you go, what's up?
Yeah.
You know what I hate is like when I dance with like a really advanced dancer, and honestly like Janine just helped me start working on the like micro musicality stuff, but like when like the follower really knows and she's trying to hit every little like musicality and I'm like missing it, I'm like, it's like the worst feeling when like I know they want you to hit like every little thing and you're not doing it. I'm like, that's like I don't want to disappoint them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I hate that feeling.
No. So I would just take going back, right? It's just funny, like how from a lead's perspective, like it just happens less often as you become an experienced dancer. But like that insecurity of like letting your follow down, right? Even at just different levels, right? It's like so that's why I always appreciate when a follow's energy is just like. Positive. Hey, we're gonna have fun. Like, oh, I'm not gonna judge you on if you're if
you're hitting
if you're
every
on
little-
5 or if you think you're on 1 when you're on 5, right?
Yeah.
No, but it's just funny how it's like happens a lot as a beginner, and then it doesn't happen as often. I think just reps of going out dancing, right? Like you get positive feedback of like, oh, you're on time, and like, oh, you're adding some layers now, and the follow is giving you like a smile or whatever, good positive feedback.
Yeah.
But even at like the higher levels, there's still some, insecurity about, letting your follow down or not being up to par, right?
This I'm actually laughing because this reminded me of that Viva weekend there where I like danced a song with Janine. I don't know what song that was, and I could not find the one. Guys, I could not.
Yo, sometimes
Janine was like,
yeah.
guys, I wasn't even drunk, and Janine was like, Gene, what are you doing?
It's like, Gene, how much have you been drinking?
I was like, I'm actually sober.
I'm like, no, I don't even believe
Sometimes
this.
there's certain songs it's kind of hard to find like the beat. I'm not
I
gonna
was like, the
lie.
entire
No, yeah,
time. Gene's drinking.
And I would switch it, and she was like, bro, you had it. I was like, damn it.
No, but I think as like you become an experienced dancer, at least what are your guys' moves to get back on time? At least for me,
I'll
like,
just stop sometimes. I'm like, hold up, let me just find this. Shit.
no, sometimes it's just like for me, it's just like a 1, 2.
You,
Like,
you bounce
yeah,
on
I
it?
bounce or I'll
Hey.
tap.
You
I'll
bounce
like,
on it? Is that what
but
you
it's
do?
like when I learned the central basic, right? It's like
Alright,
sort of
okay.
like the continuous motion, where like instead of just an abrupt stop, I would just go 1 now.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what I do. I kind of drag it out. I'm like,
Yeah.
hold up, where is it? No, I never do.
Yeah.
That's what
One.
was really cool about Central, where it's like all continuous, or it's like you can just now.
Yeah.
Right?
This probably doesn't happen to you guys because you listen to bachata way more than I do. But I hate when the song's about to like go upbeat and I just started like this like, and I was about to do like a central move and I'm like halfway through and I was like, oh. And it's like the song's going like, I'm like, well, we're writing this out.
Yeah.
Or like
We
when
gotta
you
finish
think
it
there's
now.
going to be a break. When you think there's going to be a break and then there's not.
Oh, that's the worst.
And you do
feeling.
like a hard break with the song.
And you're like,
Well, I mean, the artists do say that like you can dance like central, I guess, moves to like any part of the song as long as you adjust the like
yeah.
the speed of it or like whatever the intention of it. So I feel like you can still do central stuff and still like do a mambo, for example.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I should have still done something differently, but
No, because I think at the end of the day, there shouldn't be like a rule of like you thou shall not can't do it.
Oh,
like you
really?
you can do it, right? It just might not match, right? It's just kind of like like it doesn't match the vibe of the
You're
music.
doing body rolls to
at
traditional.
Mambo, I'm trying
guys, don't
to break
don't
free.
listen to this guy. He's gonna get you canceled. There are 100% rules. Don't operate outside of them. You better care about everything that everybody else cares about. It's
No,
outrageous.
I've definitely seen Ryan do body rolls in traditional. Nah.
No, but like I should be like there shouldn't be a police to tell me I can't.
I think
do
there
a body
should be
roll.
a police.
Bachata police are going to come after
be a
you.
bachata-
Why-
I think you should get quizzed before you go into every social. Like when did bachata get
Like,
created?
do you know when the mambo is? Like, tell me where the mambo hits on this
Yeah,
song.
Must pass 80% to enter.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's why it's like we talked about it, right? Like shooting your shot on these moves, right? Like the pod we just released,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And as an art form, like you should be like you got to be able to experiment. I think.
Oh no,
right?
that's the one. I don't know if that one's going out. You're talking about like the Sarah reel.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we did.
Yeah, we did release
I thought
that,
that was
didn't we?
with Michelle. That was with
Oh,
Michelle.
no,
I'm
yeah.
sorry. That was with Alana. You're right.
No, I mean
Alright.
I don't know. I guess that's how I feel about like when people say like, oh, you can't do these things. Well, I mean,
Ryan's like,
make me.
yeah.
Right? It's
No,
like there's
you can't
tell me what to
established
do.
like, hey, there's a style, and like in this style you don't do it this way, but it's like,
Ryan goes,
but it is art. You know, I'm like this.
Yeah. No.
Body roll, body
No,
roll.
I actually love that. I was definitely kidding because it's funny how we're talking about an art, and then people, just because they don't like it, then that becomes a rule. Because I don't like that, you should never do that. And it's like, yeah, but.
And
they-
I will say
they
it is
liked
cringe
it.
when people do like central stuff to traditional though. Like to me, that is hella cringe.
No, for sure. And I think it's just like how you choose it to do it, right? Like
Yeah.
at certain time, maybe like in this part of this, like this one part of the traditional song, it
Like
actually
when the
makes
guitar
sense.
is going crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
You probably shouldn't be doing body rolls. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know.
I'm not saying like I do that, but I'm just saying I should have the option. I should be able to try it and see if it works.
You're
you know what I
saying
mean?
there might be a way where you could apply it, like that nobody's thought about before or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
I
No,
guess,
I
and
get
I'm
that.
not like a rebel in life at all, but it's just like
Just
when someone
bachata.
says like, oh, they can't do it, I'm like, oh, well,
Bet.
not
let me do
Watch
exactly
me.
that.
I'll
Watch
take that-
me.
do it.
I'll
Yeah.
take that as a challenge.
because
Yeah.
like I don't want like it'd be annoying if a follow is just like, ugh, Like they just stop dancing and they're just like, oh, you did a body roll in traditional. Now I can't. I'm gonna stop dancing, right?
Yeah.
Like not gonna stop dancing, but I'm kind of be like,
But when it's
I
just
do
like
feel bad for follows. Like you guys gotta ride that out.
just like-
Damn, that's
yeah,
true.
you gotta.
no, but yeah, we
ride
talked
that
about it,
out.
Greg. Where like Evelyn like talked about like doing a body roll in traditional, right? Like
What did she say about that? I forgot.
no, she just talked about innovation, where innovation is like yeah, you know experimenting, and I'm definitely in that camp of like you should be able to experiment, and maybe it didn't hit, and maybe the result is like a face.
Guys,
and like all right, it didn't hit.
Guys, if
Okay.
you ever see Ryan doing a body roll in traditional, just know we don't know him.
Just know it was just for you.
I mean, he did say he's an average dancer.
It's
So.
not Yaddy P approved.
Yeah. No, but yeah,
No,
no,
I think he was a
pro dancer.
I don't know. Anytime it's like
No, I think it's fine.
It's like a social norm where it's like, oh, we just don't do this. Where it's just
I
like,
hate
okay.
social norms. Yeah,
You
because
know what I
we
mean?
we
It just
act
made like, okay, I want to jump the fence now. Yeah, because yeah.
Just because if you can't tell me why, other than because I don't like it, then I'm like, then it's not real. Like I don't care. Like let's not. We can say that it's not. It's a social norm, but don't act like like you're going to prison for that. It's like
Yeah.
all right, like, it
How
can
do
still
you
be
feel
fun.
about like cultures versus social norms though? Because I think one could argue that like, oh, you're respecting the culture and the roots of the music by dancing traditional in a certain way versus like, you know, in a more modern sensual way. Like, is that a social norm or is that culture?
Yeah, screw that. Like
No, but I think that's where it's like the ebbs and flow. Because right now I've been in like a pop punk like vibe where it's just like, you know, anti anything, right? So it's just like, oh, you said body roll, bet body roll. You know what I mean? So I think that's how things evolve, right? And
Yeah.
people will like, I don't know. I think that's what makes art interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I wasn't really clear when I said screw that though. I just don't understand. I can't imagine, like, I don't know, do something. I can't imagine somebody who's like coming from that and like was raised there that would see that and be like, ugh, that person should never dance to this music again. Like, okay, like it is coming from your culture, but like I could just play it at home and then still do that. I don't know. Like, are you gonna tell me like no? Like, are you gonna put me in prison for that? Like, I don't know. I don't really get it. No, I don't get it.
And we
Internet
talked,
canceled.
and we talked about this on the pod before, where it's like bachata was like this underground scene, and it's like, oh, well, it's like we're not allowed to do this, so it's cool now. And then now it's
Yeah.
like the traditional or cultural bachata is like, oh, you can't do this. Now
Yeah.
they're the ones telling you you
Yeah.
can't do this, right? So
I'm not saying I have to like it. Like, if somebody went out to bachata and they danced some wild stuff, like I'm gonna hate on it and I'll be like, that was crazy. I would never do that.
But they can do what they want. at the
But
end
they
of the
can do
day.
whatever they
I mean,
want.
technically,
It's
anyone
just-
could do what they want.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
yeah. I just
And,
wouldn't
like,
get
I think-
offended. Like, I wouldn't get offended. And if somebody did get offended, I'm like,
I would judge
like-
them, but I probably wouldn't be offended.
yeah, like, is it that?
Yeah.
Is it that deep?
no, and I guess just to clarify my case, it's like you can definitely shit on it, like if it's like looks bad, right? Like especially hey, someone body rolls in traditional, it's like, oh, experimenting, oh, that looked like oh,
Yeah, yeah.
So Ryan
That
says
sucked.
you say you'll take the
Yeah, I'll take
the
it
shit.
a bit
You'll take
bad,
the
but be open to it if it looks cool. Just saying. If I make it look cool, like give me some props.
Yeah. That's kind of like where I'm at. Like, it's just not. I just can't imagine it's like that deep. Like, I
Yeah.
can understand you not wanting to dance with them. I can understand you like pretty much doing anything other than like getting offended and saying how dare you like offend
And
my
also, I think,
culture.
like, for example, artists, like, the whole thing of being an artist is they all have different styles.
For sure.
And they wouldn't be able to have different styles if they didn't experiment and, like, try new things, right? So,
Yeah,
like, if you look at, like, I don't know, bachata influence, if you look at bachazouk, like, all these different forms is, like, them experimenting and adding new things. So if they stuck to the rules, then they would have never gotten out of and, like, started their
They
own
wouldn't.
style.
Yeah, they never
Yeah.
would have created
Yeah.
bachazouk. Like, I don't think their intentions was to create bachazouk, but they incorporated something that was so different that people acknowledged it, and they're like, "Hey, I don't hate it. It doesn't look bad, but it's not. It's not our bachata."
I mean, bachata itself was originally a fusion of 3 different dances that came before it. So it's like it already is a fusion of these things, and now
Damn,
it's just
she
fusing
knows
with
her
more
history.
things.
We should have
Whoa.
paid attention to the history.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, let me take
Yeah.
those notes.
Hey, but don't put logic into this.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
'Cause it is
Like the
bachata, and it better not
History
change.
still doesn't matter, and we're sticking with it.
It's bachata, and it better not change. I just think like as soon as you talk about like adding new things or evolving, I think people get a little like
No, but like if
over
that
concern, it's
if
like,
that is the
okay.
history, right? It came from three different
came from
dances.
three different dances.
All of those dances technically had rules, right? And then
Yeah.
we broke the rules by combining them and making a new dance. So.
And then
Yeah,
eventually
yeah.
we added like salsa moves to bachata, and that became like modern bachata.
All right,
Yeah.
what are we calling this new dance with traditional with body rolls? What are we calling it?
I think I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's just bachata. That's it. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. It's just bachata.
All right, guys, I have another topic for you today. Been kind of thinking about this recently. A lot of, I don't know, I've been like, I'm on Instagram here and there, and I've been noticing a lot of people.
I have a lot of followers
Here and there.
Yeah, just
I
a casual,
all
I
day.
scroll through some
a
people's
casual
profiles.
800 followers. No big deal. Guys.
We're all addicted to Instagram. We're on.
Yeah,
that.
we're all doom scrolling.
Yeah, no, the reason I say that is because like a lot of people, I've noticed a lot of bios that say professional dancer in their bio, and I'm like, I don't know about that. So I guess like to me, I guess the question of the day is, what makes a professional dancer? Because like, do you have to do it for a living? Or like,
That's a good
you know what I mean? Like, what level do you have to be at? Because like, I think at any point, like, just because you have it in your bio doesn't mean you're a professional dancer.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get both cases, right? Where it's like some people like you
Let's
feel
start
like
with
they're
the politically correct answer.
no, they're a bit too green. But I think like I do believe in like, hey, if you get paid once, like technically you could be professional, right? Like it's up to you.
That's
to-
crazy.
So are we professional podcasters? Because we got paid by, So.
True. No, but I think it is a mindset. Like I think I think you need to be a bit delulu, right? In certain cases, like you still need to be grounded, right? You can't be unrealistic, but to make it in something, I think you have to like full send it, right? And a lot of people might laugh, but I think you can get to a certain point if you keep going, right? So I get that side, but I get the side where it's just like, all right, like are you really like you want the title without doing the work, right? And I think I agree with that point where it's like some people just want the title, but they don't do the work.
Yeah, I guess to me it's just like when I think of professional dancer, I'm thinking like an incredibly high level. So like it's kind of crazy to me like Corky and Judith are saying they're professional dancers, and then like someone that like just started a year ago is calling themselves professional. Like it's kind of crazy.
Yeah,
to me.
no.
But they have to believe in themselves. Though.
Yeah, right. If they
Delusional
quit,
confidence.
their job, if they went full time, I would say okay, they're professional.
Yeah.
They might not be good, but they're professional.
Yeah, I'm definitely on the hater side
Yeah.
for sure. But like, to be fair, they do have to believe on themselves because like, like Corky, Judith, like probably the people around them didn't know that they were gonna be.
Yeah, they were salsa
this-
dancers, right?
Yeah. like what they are now when they first
Well,
started.
Janine, you get paid to teach. Would you consider yourself a professional dancer?
I wouldn't call myself a professional. I would say like kind of like that
Maybe
borderline
amazing.
of semi-pro,
Yeah.
like whatever. It's like it doesn't even feel good to use that label. Like I feel like to me, professional is someone who makes the majority of their income from dance. And even if like you teach and you do make money doing that, it's like for me, it's like professional is like this entire other category of this is where you
Yeah.
dedicate like 90% of your working hours or something like that.
So yeah,
Yeah.
if you had to put criteria behind it, like what would you consider? What are the qualifications for
Yeah.
professional?
I think
like,
I
do you
like
have to
that.
get paid, or do you?
And they have that like in competition too. It's like they have to decide who's amateur, who's pro. And like the way that they decide that in competition is like whether you make a significant portion of your income. And I think they have like a percentage for that. I'm not sure exactly what it was. It was like 50%. I don't know. I'm just making up numbers now. But they have a number for what percent of your income is from dance that will put you out of the amateur category into the professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I
And
really
I-
like that answer where it's like income, but if you say you're putting in like 90% of your hours into it, like income comes with it. So I think that's if you're regardless of your skill level and how long you've been doing it for, if that's your main job, then I think you can say like.
I mean, what if I
professional.
quit right now and I go teach one class? I make $20 at Arthur Murray. Am I a professional?
Yeah, because let's say so you're not.
But yeah,
you're
like-
not, you're
He said
in
yeah.
IT. Like your profession's IT, right? You don't necessarily have to be great at IT. You didn't have to create anything. You don't have to be the top of your.
I feel attacked.
That's true. A professional doesn't
you're-
have to be good at what they do. It's
Yeah.
just that this is their main thing.
Professional podcasters. No, but I mean, like, I think that's any profession. You realize it, right? Where it's like, I think it's tough to. It's not like that objective, right? Like, I think it's an imperfect solution is like income, right?
Yeah.
But like, I think it is in the mindset,
That's the only way
right?
to quantify it.
I
Really.
think, yeah, because it's like the way you represent yourself, I think, is like professional, right? If like you quit your job and you're like, I'm all in, and I'm like, all I'm thinking about is how to be successful in like if I'm a professional dancer
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, let's go back to like putting our hater hats on though, because I know why you asked that.
No,
and,
I know
like,
why he asked
some
that
pe-
too,
Yeah,
yeah.
some people are
Yeah.
like delusional in.
And and that's why I brought it
like-
up, is because I feel like anyone is saying it at this point.
Bro,
Yeah.
no, like I think.
But
I
yeah, it's
told
not
you guys-
regulated. Yeah, I could, right
I
now
mean-
I could put professional on my
Yeah.
IG, right?
But
Yeah.
also, like, whether you're a professional in North Dakota or whether you're a professional in Spain, I feel like mean two very different things.
Yeah, I think I told you guys of this story, and this kind of ties to that because you could be a professional, but like she didn't have to say this, so it was like I'm forgetting the artist's name. Like they work on their Corky Judith. They're like the newer
Irene
one.
and Tomas.
Yeah, Irene and Tomas, who I
love how I
love.
knew that based on this.
Yeah,
I remember this story.
They're so nice. So there's this dancer from that decided to ask a question, and she began with like, "Hey, so I'm also like an instructor, and I'm wondering," and like insert whatever her question was here, and it's like
Who was
you
this?
could just ask.
But you didn't have to
the
say
girl-
that.
I don't know her name. It's the girl with.
Yeah, I knew that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You mean the number one podcast in this?
Yeah.
That type of thing.
Yeah. I'm just like, you didn't have to start with that, and she's a follow that was leading, and I would say like, I don't think she signed up as a lead either. So there was like other stuff that's like, bro, now I have to wait because the numbers are off because you decided to like just randomly lead. So that was also annoying, but delusional nonetheless, because it's like, no, like you guys are not on the same level, like.
Yeah, and what did Corke said something at the end of Central Week, and you have a way better memory than me, and I think you already know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
is
I
like he
remember.
said like, don't disrespect us by like teaching after starting out, like after dancing for a year. Like we've been doing this our whole lives. Like don't just say you're an instructor, because
Yeah.
I don't know. Like you
Yeah.
have to earn that, I guess.
That was really interesting. So this was the year before that one. And on the last class, Porky Judith like made sure like everybody came in, and they took time. It was like a 5 to 10 minute little talk. So I'm like curious as to what made him say this. But yeah, he kind of addressed the fact that there's a bunch of like people just starting to identify like as instructors and like starting to like like spread the dancing without really working on like themselves as dancers. Like he addressed like, hey, there's a lot of people that aren't putting in the work to continue to improve, and also aren't getting the same level of understanding that we think you need as instructors, right? Like the history, the music, like you should know everything about, or at least be striving to know all this stuff before you start being an instructor. Like if you actually care about the dance, because if not, you're kind of disrespecting.
Yeah, like
No.
you have a
built.
responsibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. Like, I guess if you were like if you're like putting the hat on of like, hey, I'm an instructor of bachata sensual style, and you're like not putting in the work, right? Like, I understand like that point of view, but I don't know if you wanted to do your own, bachata fusion style, right? Like, I feel like it's sort of it's still
the
a
rebel.
counter. It's just
the
like
rebel.
yeah, it's just like, okay, well, I can just do my thing, right?
No,
I don't know.
I mean, I think it has to come from a place of like knowledge, though, because you can do your own thing, but it should be because you understand the roots and you made a decision to do something different, as opposed to like you don't understand and you're just doing your own thing.
Yeah. So
No, yeah, I think ultimately you should always like come at it with humility and like just immerse yourself and learn as much as you can, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't want to give people the wrong idea.
And I think that's
just
kind of the problem he's saying, is that people are not doing that, and
Yeah.
people are just like, they dance for a year, they haven't like actually trained that much, they haven't learned the history, they haven't learned the musicality or whatever, the instruments or whatever, and then it's like everyone these days is just calling themselves an instructor. So I think that's kind of his
no,
point.
yeah.
yeah, because you can go out there and try to create your own style, but it has to stem from something. It should stem from a knowledge and understanding of something. And it's funny because I don't know. I think we can all think of like some instructors that like don't ever
Like who?
Oh wait, who?
You're gonna have to bleep some things out.
that don't ever like really go out there and like continue to improve, and you kind of see that in like that outdating like
True.
like things that they're teaching.
Yeah,
and
and
you
that's
see the
kinda
students doing that thing. So like,
Yeah.
I think I don't know, in a small town it makes sense, but in like bigger areas where there's like a ton of already instructors, I don't know, like you didn't really have to be teaching. I think it's like more hurtful than helpful.
Yeah, and like that's what Tony also said. If you're creating your own style, and you're fusing different styles, like you should probably know those styles first.
Yeah.
I like to say
be a master in the
what do you
step
say?
two.
Confusion?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want
Confusion?
I like
shout out
that.
Tony.
That was
Confusion.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we skipped over a topic. I think that would be a good to also talk about while we were discussing this. Is like you said there was a follow that was like leading, and honestly, that kind of does bother me sometimes when like a follow that I think still has a really long way to go as a follow, but then she decides to lead in a class, like a pretty advanced class. It kind of does bother me because like not only is she throwing off the numbers, but then to me, it kind of comes off a little egotistical. And like maybe that's just an assumption on my end, and it's probably not in every case. But I feel like
Yeah, let me just it's not.
yeah, you can say it better than me, but
No, I just want to add to what you're saying because you're speaking specifically about the follows that say following is so easy. Like you're talking about those follows, right? Like we're talking about the ones that they think they have it down.
yeah, that's how it comes across
Yeah.
to me. Is they think like they already mastered following,
Yeah.
so they're like, I'm just gonna try leading now, and I'm like, okay, I've danced with you before. You're like pretty average, if that.
Yeah.
What if they
So,
want to be a
like-
primary lead though? Because like, is that not the same thing as say a male lead with delusional confidence going into an advanced class not knowing anything?
100%.
Like that should be the same
that's
thing,
why I
whether you're
added-
male or female. Yeah.
100%. That's why I added. He's
That's fair.
specifically only talking about
Okay.
the follows that have delusional confidence, and they're like, following is easy. I have it down. And like these are the same follows that like criticize the social because they're like, oh, the leads were like such low levels, and we're like, you were not that much.
And
different
we
than
talked
them.
about this yesterday when we were in the car, like how most of the pro followers don't lead. Like, so to me, that's what bothers me is like Desiree is not out here leading, Migle, Cloud is not leading, and like you're leading. I don't know.
But like some of them can, and I actually I talked to Cornell and Catherine recently, and I was asking her like, "Oh, do you lead?" And she said no, and she said that when she was training, it just really wasn't common, and also in Poland it wasn't common, but here it is.
I
more
think in
common
Europe
to
it's not.
switch.
Like when I was in Spain the last time, I barely saw any girls leading.
Yeah, like it's
can
just
move
not.
this
It's
up.
It's
cultural.
like I saw maybe 3.
I think it's more cultural. Like it's just not as common. But I don't think that it means that it's wrong that people are choosing to train in the opposite role. I think it's helpful actually.
No, I just think like if I see you at the social and you're primarily following, but then when you go to class you're leading, and you're not that good of a follow, to me that comes off like you think you've already mastered the following part.
Yeah,
I think
can
this
see
is
that
like
too.
the interesting thing.
And
I
that's
don't
just an assumption on my end. I
It's
could be
just
wrong.
I
But
don't
you're
know-
just mad about the ratios.
I think I don't know how you guys are, but like I think one of the things I loved about dancing is when you go out dancing, it's never like I never felt judged like, oh, like he sucks. Like, right, people are like, oh no, he's still learning, he's a beginner, and like that's kind of how we all see it. But as soon as I feel like you have some sort of ego, I'm like, nah, she just sucks. Or like, yeah,
Yeah,
like he just
facts.
sucks. Yeah, like I
Facts.
don't even put, and that's kind of how I see like these follows. 'Cause I've definitely met some follows that are still in the learning process, but they're just like, just talking the least.
And they don't
advanced
even
with.
take classes. Like they think they
Yeah.
they think they,
They
don't
gotta
need
take
classes.
And then some of these follows are the ones that I see like leading. So I'm like, okay, you're out here. Dancing is supposed to be an art, a safe space. Like, just because you don't dance like Hero doesn't mean that you don't have like the own thing you have going for you.
Yeah.
So that's what bothers me about those follows. Like I definitely like, and I've practiced with some that it's like, they don't think, I'm like, why are we here if you don't even want to like work on this specific thing? Like that was like your role in that was to do this. Like you weren't supposed to turn around until like your basic is to keep going. You don't have to do it perfectly, but like, why are we practicing if you think everything's on the lead? Because it's not.
Yeah.
Everybody has a role to play.
I do feel like there's like a minimum proficiency that you should have in your primary role before you try the secondary role. I do think
that's
that
exactly
that's
what
true.
that's exactly what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
But-
yeah. Whether you choose your primary role as lead or follow. Like,
I don't
Yeah.
think that. I think if you want to keep swapping back and forth, I think it's okay. Now don't go to the advanced leader class. Like don't go to an advanced
Yeah,
class as a
yeah,
leader
yeah. In advanced
if you've been following for a while. But like I think if you want to swap back and forth, who cares? Now
but just
if
stay in the
you're-
beginner classes.
Yeah, now if you're swapping because you think following is so easy and you
And
have
that's
it
my
down.
issue. That's
yeah,
my
you have
issue.
it down,
Okay,
and then
okay.
you're trash talking other leads. Then it's like, okay, like you have a lot of like learning to do, but you're not even working.
And
on
yeah, I
yourself.
feel like it's not in every case because I think I do know follows that start to lead because they don't really get asked to dance.
That was me.
So yeah, so like what you were saying, so which is kind of crazy to me to think about. But
It's like it was like the first year of dancing. I really was like still not a great follow, but I started learning to lead because nobody was dancing with me.
So yeah, I think that to me like that's a valid reason, and like yeah, like there's no police here, like yo, you shouldn't be leading. But to me, yeah, like that's a valid reason. But like if you're just like, oh, I think I'm already a good enough follow, and I don't need these classes, so let me just start leading. Like to me, that just comes off like you're cocky.
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
and that's when I watched the interview you did with Antonio and Nicole. I think that's the way you were trying to pose the question, like the follows that think they're too good.
Yeah.
They kind of understood it as like the like follows that don't train, and like I think what's great about following, you can learn over time. It's just a different energy when the follow's saying she doesn't need to train. Like when she's a hobby dancer, right? She's a hobby dancer that's like trash talking and saying she doesn't need to train. I'm like, I don't know about that. Yeah, like
no, and that's what is hard is because it, like bachata isn't regulated, right? Like there's no like, oh, we need to take a test to like a 30 question test to get into these classes, right? It's just like, hey, if you pay money, you can technically just sign up even if you're not ready. So that's what is hard, and it is tough because I feel like certain groups have tried to like do something like that, but it also seems like of course you want to be the regulator, right? It's like, oh, you need level 1, level 2, level 3, pay all this money, and then like you can take these courses.
I mean, they do have those classes where you have to submit a video, right? And like
That's
Central
true.
Week,
That's
or
true.
No, that's true.
or like
Application.
the advanced classes that you have to do. And I feel like that's the right way to go about it. Because I feel like that is super common in congresses where you rotate. Most people like it's their first day, and then they're doing some super advanced shit. You know what I mean? So
it's just funny when people get upset, like where they get placed. And I'm like, you wanted to train there, so you probably respect their dancing to some extent. You should probably also trust their judgment. Like,
for sure, yeah.
Pedro, like David did the first time they did the Bachatours Academy, and Pedro and Noé were like the first ones to do it, and they were putting them in levels. There were so many people that were complaining to Pedro and Noé and to David about the level they got placed because they wanted to get
was
put.
complaining, but then I did another test with them and I got placed. So I'm just saying.
yeah, but would you say that like level 3 was 100% where you would belong? You don't think you could have learned something?
I wanted to do all the levels. That's
Yeah.
what I told David. I was like, can I do both levels?
Yeah, and that's fine, but there are people that they were like, no, this is bull.
Oh yeah, so there was another guy.
Some people just stopped. They didn't even show up more. Like
This other guy that also complained. We both did like a dance with Noe to get placed again or to get like retested or whatever. So I got moved up to the next level, and the other guy didn't, and he was pretty pissed.
Yeah, I don't think he went to the classes.
Yeah, I think he didn't go.
Yeah,
to
he
the
didn't go to the
classes.
classes.
He was salty.
Yeah.
No,
They
yeah,
were
like, no.
follows.
So I'll give an example for me, right? Like I remember I did that, and I was placed level 2, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure I can learn something in level 2, right? So it was like more of like, okay,
Same.
there's something I need to work on, right?
That's kind of
Yeah.
how I look at it. So I just think like, I don't know, when I see those people that are like, this is outrageous, and it's like they're at the top of the art you're trying to improve in. Like they probably know something.
Yeah, or they're just
Like,
looking at something. They saw something where it was
Yeah.
like, oh, level 2, right? So
yeah, and it's possible, right? Like
or they're
maybe you can get moved up, but I just think like the attitude is what the attitude you have and like your outlook is what affects like my opinion at the moment. Not to say my opinion matters, but like there were some follows in the level 2 class that they weren't even paying attention because they were like upset that they were in the level 2 class.
Yeah.
And in my
It's
head,
like
I was
entitlement.
like, in my
It's
head, I
definitely
was like,
entitlement.
I think that's
Yeah.
why like Central Week they kind of do it the right way. They have like different colors, so technically you don't know what the level is.
And
Yeah,
what's
we'll
so,
figure
what's
it
so
out.
fun? What's so funny?
Everybody knows.
No, but what's so
Everybody
funny is
knows.
even if they tried, they literally say like, "Hey, we're not trying to make it levels." Like everyone else just tries to make it levels anyway.
Yeah, then they try to figure out like what levels it is. But honestly, like Central Week, like you could be the lowest level and you still learn a lot because it's so amazing. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
Even the
yeah.
one in DC, I was in the lowest level the last time we did it, and
I mean,
still
there was only
learned.
2 levels, but yeah, right?
Yeah, it was only 2.
If you're not first, you're last.
I
No,
was,
just
I, was
kidding.
I was in the lower one.
Wait, you can only be a certain level if you're on this podcast.
Average
Yeah,
level.
you're out. Yeah, but I still learned so much, and I still can't do most of those like combos that they taught. It was too advanced for me.
Yeah, I think-
still don't- I don't use it.
Inspiration.
I think the
combos.
overall, I guess, story, moral of the story is like we just don't like it when it's like ego involved, right?
Yeah.
Like I think I just told you a story. Well, no, I just told you the story, both of you. Like I talked to this guy after a recent Jack and Jill. After we both got eliminated after I think the first round or the second, I can't remember. And he like was talking to him. And he's like, damn, like I should have made it. And he was like saying it like, damn, like I definitely belong in the final. And I'm like, I mean, the pros don't think so. Like you're not gonna respect like their decision. Like I don't know. That's pretty.
No, yeah. And you have to understand there's some subjectivity to it, right? Right, time and place, right? Like these, it's not like they have like objective metrics. Like I'm sure they try to make it objective, but at the end of the day, if they like your style, you're probably gonna get through
For
more
sure.
If you just don't stand out to them for maybe you did some amazing move, but they were like, hey, they were picking their nose or
They
something.
see you for
pick
2
at the right
seconds.
moment.
Yeah.
Or you were partnered with a challenging partner, and then you
Shout out
couldn't-
Nicole.
shout out Nicole, and you couldn't really do like your full repertoire.
Yeah.
For sure.
Like,
yeah.
So like that's how I felt in the Pedro Noe trial. I felt like I got stuck with someone that I couldn't really do anything with. So that's why I complained about it. But anyways,
Greg kicked the door
anyways,
down.
anyways,
Do you know who I am?
anyways, but yeah, but then like yeah, I think there's a lot of factors I guess in determining that. But at the end of the day, it's like who are you to not trust the pros' decision to not put you in the finals? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, and it's just not that like, I don't know. Like I get it that you want to be on top, but I'm on the side that if you have what it takes, you'll get there. I do think Jack and Jill's is a great example of it's a numbers game.
Yeah.
Like Jacob didn't make it to the finals in Chicago.
He made it in Bachata.
And then he made it to the finals in Bachata. Like when you have it, like you might it might be a little unlucky, but I just think the luck factor is so minimal.
That's true.
Yeah, and
If
we
you
had it
just have
reversed.
it.
Like I didn't
Like,
make
you're
it
telling
into
me-
the
And
finals.
the people that won in Toronto, which was like a huge one, they didn't make it to the finals in was it Chicago?
in Chicago, yeah.
is crazy.
It's an art. It's all subjective.
Yeah, but it's subjective. But you're
And they're
telling
people,
me
they're
you're
humans,
telling me
yeah.
if Aitor, let's say like Aitor wasn't professional, but he still dances at the same level. You're telling me that if Aitor was there, he also would have accidentally like not made it to. He would have been
true.
like unlucky. Like,
No, I
I
think,
think
like,
there's a certain level of skill.
When you're so far above.
Yeah, well, there's no reason to like even.
yeah.
Yeah.
No,
It's
and
a
I think that's
doubt,
why
yeah.
it's important to be like longevity, right? Like I think if there might be a problem, it's like, oh, maybe let me review my dancing. If you did 5, for a whole year, you did 10, and of the 10, you got to the finals like 5 or 6, or like I think that average should tell you like what your level is, not
Yeah.
just one instance. Right?
And
Yeah,
but it
sure.
still tells you something you have to work on because when you're that
Yeah.
much more ahead of everybody else, it's noticeable.
For
So
sure.
like maybe you were with a challenging like follow or lead and you couldn't really show off your repertoire. But like
Yeah,
that's
that-
when your solo kicks in. Like
true,
that's
yeah.
when your solo or like I would think. I don't know. I don't do any of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
Jack and
You can
Jills.
still stand out even with whoever you are if you're good enough.
Yeah.
when you
Like
stand-
I thought it would look good with anybody. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter who, yeah.
yeah.
true.
So I just
And would
think
you
that's-
say you stand out because you're following the rules 100% of bachata rules? Like I think there's one way, like you do get through. you can get through to follow it cookie cutter perfectly, but there's a certain moment where you stand out because of how your flavor, your dance, like the
Your
way you
flashiness.
look.
And actually,
Yeah.
that's we talked to a pro artist, and he told us like what you have to do in the first round is you have to do something more flashy, something to stand out. So like even if you have great fundamentals or whatever, that might not necessarily mean you got to stand out. And like someone else told me like, oh, this is a secret, guys. Wear a different color than everyone else. If you wear a different color, you'll stand out too.
Yeah,
so.
the way
I
they,
little did that.
Yeah, I wore red.
Did it work? Did it work?
It didn't work for me.
I wore
Did it work?
red
It didn't work for
too.
me.
hey, 1 out of 2 is not bad though. 1 out of 2
yeah,
is not bad.
we're red.
Greg has to hit them splits,
Yeah. No, what he was saying is that
Jump split.
in the beginning levels, assuming that it's one of the ones where at the end you dance with the pros, the beginning levels, it's all about how you look from the outside. So like they don't necessarily know how smooth of a lead you might be, but
Yeah.
they just know that you look good from
Well,
the
you
outside.
save that
What was-
part for the final round when
Yeah.
you dance
What-
with the artist, and then you worry about the connection.
What was that meme
Yeah.
with was it Ronald and Alva with Ronald like staring?
Oh, bro.
Maybe you just gotta go to hit the gym more.
Yeah.
Have you all seen that?
No, what was it?
So Ronald, so there was a Jack and Jill happening, and there's one couple, and Ronald like was in the background of the video, and he was like judging everybody, but he was looking directly at her ass like the entire time. And he just got caught, and it was
So
like it went pretty viral.
I don't know that he was looking.
I don't
at
know if
her
he was
ass.
actually looking.
Yeah, I don't think he was actually.
Or
looking
it
at her
looks
ass.
like.
But
he
he was,
looking.
yeah, it looked like
Yeah.
he
It
was
looks
looking.
pretty sus. It looks pretty
Yeah.
sus.
But
He
yeah,
was
hey,
looking
maybe
in a downward trajectory. Also, like there was a lot of distance between
Yeah.
him and the couple that he was watching. Like
I like that you're giving him the
Yeah.
benefit.
Yeah.
I think he was probably looking at her ass.
Maybe it's a whole. Maybe you
Nah,
just
he
gotta.
was definitely
Maybe
looking.
you
He
just
was
gotta hit
definitely
leg
looking.
day more.
Nah,
right?
guys, tell us in the comments. Do you think he was looking at her ass or not?
Yeah.
No, that's what I'm saying. Maybe you have to wear red. Maybe just hit leg day more. Right?
Yeah.
Or you gotta
They
wear
had some,
tight
wild-
leggings.
Or maybe it said Ronald, please.
Maybe you need tight pants.
Maybe her
Okay,
pants.
Greg, tight pants.
Maybe her pants had something on them, like Ronner, like on her butt. It was like, Ronner, please read this. Like I want you. It's like,
Pick me.
Just had like a picture of his face.
yeah. Either way, there was a reason why he was looking, guys. He wasn't just taking a peek. Come on, man.
Did she get through though?
Oh,
I wonder. We
that's,
should
we
look
gotta
that
look
up.
that
that's
up.
the question.
We should look that up.
If he was looking that long, she did. There's no way she didn't.
All right, we've been going for like over an hour. Did you want to talk about the other topic? Or?
Yeah. The last thing, and we were kind of talking about that, right? We mentioned something that does kind of tie into this, but essentially, like, I think it's kind of crazy that follows can give leads for not asking them to dance. And it's like, do you have to dance with everybody? Like, I don't know if it's happened to you guys.
I don't think you have to.
But like, I've definitely had follows like call me out for not asking them to dance. And in my head, I'm like, it wasn't on purpose, but also like, you can ask me to dance. Like,
Facts.
why is it? So I don't know. I'm curious if you guys have experienced that and like what your thoughts on that
Yeah,
are.
I definitely have had like maybe a few girls complain about that. And yeah, to me, when you complain about that, then it makes me not want to dance with you even more. Because like
Yeah.
you said, because like you said, like they could have come up to me and I say yes to everybody, like no matter what. So like, yeah, if I didn't ask you, like just come up to me. But then like, how are you gonna complain to me? Like I'm not getting paid to be here. Like I don't have to ask everybody. I pick my favorite follows, and you just happen to not be one of them.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh jeez. Okay. Well, that's like okay. That's Greg's cancel.
We got a clip.
thing,
We
but-
got a clip.
We got our reel. We got our reel.
Who was it that wanted my
No,
crazy
Steven,
take?
Steven.
Yeah. Steven wanted
Shout out
his
to
crazy
Steven.
take. Steven, this is for you.
I mean, for real, but like I'll still dance with you if you ask
That one's
me.
not
Yeah.
me.
No, I actually agree because like I think it's very different rejecting people versus not asking people. I don't think that you're obligated to ask every single person
Facts.
to dance.
No, for sure.
But I do think you're kind of a dick if you keep rejecting people all
Facts.
the time
And I say,
for like no reason.
You can ask
Yeah.
anybody. I say yes to everybody. So
You can say no. I guess my thing, and it's hard to like I guess control this in a way, but it's just the energy, the way that you deny people, right? Like you have the right to say no for a dance, right? Sure. But when it's just like they look you up and down and be like, or they don't even acknowledge your presence, it's like, all right.
and when they say I'm taking a break and then they dance with somebody else.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like you have to just be, I think it's important to be socially aware of the situation. Just know it's going to hurt the lead a little bit that you say no, right? Like I felt bad when I had to say no because like, hey, we're going up to the pregame and I'm like, hey, sorry, like I'm trying to be somewhere with my friends,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, just be like socially aware of like being in their shoes. Like, they're going to feel kind of bad. That
Yeah.
And that's why I
rejected.
just say yes to everybody. Because
Yeah.
I was there once when I was getting rejected left and right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with like having to care about their feelings, to be honest, because you didn't pay to have to worry about what somebody,
I
how
think
somebody
it's
feels
part
based
of
off
being
your.
a good citizen.
We got
Like,
another
try
clip.
to be nice
I care.
to people.
I care about their feelings.
No, there's
Like,
There's
try
a
to be
I'm
nice
not
to
saying
people.
there's a difference between just saying no because you didn't want to dance with them and like looking them up and down and be like hell no, like that's
Yeah, that's true. Like a
saying,
neutral.
That's true.
saying
Yeah.
no, then saying that like you have to be nice to people. Saying no then means that you're not being nice. Like I think it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be in
it's
our
on them
feelings.
for taking it the wrong way.
Yeah,
You
like
know,
we
for them
shouldn't be in
to
our
taking it
feelings. Like
personally.
they
Yeah.
don't have to dance with us. The same way that like I didn't have to dance with a follow that asked how come I never asked her to dance. Like I guarantee you there's no reason why I never danced with you. Like I don't know. I just maybe Janine was next to you and I wanted to dance with Janine or like whoever it was. Like I don't know. Like I just didn't. I didn't.
No,
think to
yeah,
ask
and that's
you.
why I
There's
say
no
like you
reason.
can't really control like how people like do it, right? Like they can. I just understand like the consequences of it, right? Like if you're an instructor and you like just reject people like crazy,
Then
right?
your reputation is gonna.
Yeah,
get
your reputation is like, oh,
Yeah.
I don't mess with this person anymore. Like I'm not gonna take their class or I'm not gonna support them.
Yeah,
Or
but now we're talking like you were essentially saying you have to dance with people.
no,
like,
I'm
that's
not
how
saying
I'm
like
interpreting
you
that.
have the right to do it. It's just like, hey, and we have the right to react however we want to, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We can judge you for it.
Yeah, like,
I-
hey, we can blacklist you if we want. It's
I-
like, hey, I'm not going to dance with this person again. They rejected me 3 times every time I ask.
Yeah,
Right.
maybe that's where I like disagree with what you're saying. I don't think we should take it personal. So like if an instructor always says no, sure, like you shouldn't you shouldn't keep asking somebody to dance that keeps saying no to you.
For sure,
That's
yeah.
weird.
Yeah, you got to be
But, like-
logical about it.
Like if an instructor didn't want to dance with you and like she's an amazing instructor and now you're like I'm never taking her classes, like bro, she didn't have to dance with you. Like
I'm
That's
not
taking
gonna
it-
lie.
Yeah, it
Did
is
you-
taking it like really,
did
really
you-
I'm not gonna lie.
personally.
I'm
Yeah.
not taking their class. If they keep rejecting me, nah.
No,
How
I
many,
think
how
I'm
many
not gonna lie, bro.
rejections? How many rejections does it take until you're like, oh, blacklisted?
3.
3 for me.
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, I probably
so
after
Hannah-
this second rejection, I probably wouldn't even ask.
Yeah, yeah.
But like the third, I'm,
So
I'm
Migle-
never supporting you again.
Migle turns you down 10 times and Hito and Migle are in town, you're not taking their class?
Yeah, no, I'm not.
10 times is a lot.
Head
Yeah,
up.
I don't even know why you'd ask 10 times, to be
times
honest.
is a lot.
I don't
10
even
times is
know-
a lot.
I don't even know why you'd ask 10
Why would
times.
you
But,
keep
like-
asking
but,
after
Like,
7?
honestly, I think that looks worse on you.
Yeah.
I think that looks worse on you.
We're not getting the
Facts.
hint.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I guess
It's like when we
maybe-
were waiting for a certain message, we knew certain people weren't coming.
Yeah, no, I get you guys' point. Oh
We're
my
like-
god, that was
too soon?
See, now that's rude. Yeah, now that no response is worse than a no.
Yeah.
And I get you guys
Sorry.
are right. I agree with what you guys are saying that you have a right to react the way that you do. I just think like the societal norm should be that a no is okay.
Yeah.
And we shouldn't expect more than that.
And I-
so
Yeah.
to say that you can be upset at a no, then implies that a no is not okay. And like that's my stance. So like if
Oh,
you
yeah.
wanna if after 5 no's you don't take her class, like sure, I think that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But like now are we saying that a no is like not okay? Like
No, I
maybe
agree.
that's
I
on the
agree
side.
with what you're saying, Gene. I think in the ideal world, it's like, oh, we don't get like emotionally hurt if someone says no. But I just know, like in reality, if someone says no,
I'm getting hurt. After
I'm like-
2, I'm feeling salty. I'm feeling salty after 2.
after 3 shots, I'm like, all right, I'm not coming back.
You do 3. I don't do more than 2. I don't do. I
do 2.
Yeah,
and it's
I
like,
do
oh,
2,
we're
and
teetering.
if not, no.
If
I
it's
think-
2 on the same day, then I'm never asking you again. No.
If it's 2 across, I think like because
Yeah,
now
even-
I'm just
even
assuming
across.
you just don't want to dance with me. Like if I ask you 2 times, like
And that's okay. It's
Yeah,
also
100
okay.
100%.
Yeah.
I
But
just
if
think
you
it's
say how
weird.
many times if they say no to you and then they dance with someone right next to you,
Oh,
I'm
after the first
never-
time. Even if they do that once, I'm like, you're done.
that's blacklistable.
Yeah,
So like
blacklisted.
if they turn me down, let me see. Let me think about this because if they turn me down twice, I'm never asking them again, regardless of like whether they dance or not. But if they turn me down 1 and she starts dancing with somebody else afterwards, I'm
No,
trying to
that's
think if
automatic blacklist.
if she
Okay,
would,
okay,
sorry, I'm
but-
trying to think now if
I'm
she asked
petty,
me to
though.
dance.
I want to give this situation because
Wait.
this actually happened to me recently.
Yeah, sorry. I guess what I was
Okay,
trying to say
yeah,
is
yeah.
that like if she turns me down twice, and then she asks me to dance, I'll say yes.
Then that's okay.
But
What
if
if-
she turns me down, 1 time and then she danced with somebody else,
And
like
if she
right
asks
after,
you later, what?
no, I'm like nah.
Even if she comes back and asks you later.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Yeah, facts. I agree.
the situation that actually happened to me recently was I was like literally on my way out the door of a social and I was not planning on dancing again.
was it TSR
and-
Wednesday?
blacklisted.
No. But that would
Janine,
happen
is
at
somebody
TSR.
dirty?
Yeah,
What is
no.
it?
And then someone asked me to dance salsa. I don't even like dancing salsa, first of all. But someone asked me to dance salsa. I'm already on my way out the door, and so I said no. But then as I'm like leaving, one of my friends grabs me and is like, "No, one more salsa." And it's like, this is a good friend. I'm like, okay. But it's like, yeah, I just said no to someone because it's like I don't know this person.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
guess
I don't
that is
like
an
them.
exception, yeah.
I don't like them more than I hate salsa. But I
So-
do like my friend more than I hate salsa.
did the friend like roughly like grabbing you?
He
have
like
something to
literally
do?
like grabbed it, and it's like,
So
you know, it was fine
is
because
a
it was a
takeaway
friend.
that's what you should do? To,
No,
like,
no.
follow?
But
Force them
it
into
was
the
okay
dance.
because it was a friend.
The conclusion was Janine got blacklisted.
But I definitely got blacklisted that time. I was like, oh god, I feel so bad
Yeah,
for
I'm not
this
gonna lie.
one
If I was the
guy.
other guy, yeah, I probably would have felt salty.
Yeah, no,
But-
he immediately got up and then asked someone else to dance.
No,
And I was
there's
like, wow,
definitely
I feel
moments
shitty, but I'm also
where
not going to dance.
there's
another
definitely
salsa.
moments where I would probably like reject someone. Like, say I'm going to the bathroom, right?
Yeah,
And,
then
I
a friend
really
comes
have to
up
pee.
to you.
And if it's like some random person, I'm probably gonna say like, hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I
Yeah.
genuinely am. But if it's like, I don't know, Migle asked me, like, I'm not gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
But-
it's like order of importance.
That's fair, but I think that like the action following that is what separates like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, because you
how
can
it
always
be
come back
perceived.
to them later. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's
yeah.
like the redeemable thing that you can do, and you don't have to do it. You don't have to do
Yeah.
it, but just don't pretend like you wanted to dance with that person. Like just acknowledge I didn't want to dance with them, and if they get butthurt, like you also
Yeah.
can't be upset. Like I think both sides apply. Like early, I do think like we shouldn't get butthurt, even though it's a reality that we do. But on the other side, you can't like call somebody petty if they did get butthurt. It's like, well,
Yeah,
did-
yeah. No,
you-
it's kind of a dick move
You
for me.
did say like no and then dance with somebody else. Like
That's
okay.
why
That's
if I
okay.
say no to someone and then someone else asks me, I'm like, sorry, I already told someone no.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
why I always say, and I actually don't dance.
Yeah, I always do that. Even if
Yeah.
I really did not want to dance with the other person and
Yeah,
I did
I-
want to dance with a song,
Yeah, I'll just skip that whole song.
yeah, I
I'll
just don't
skip-
want to deal with that. But
Yeah.
it is funny how like not understanding no like makes you kind of look like a creep. Like if Janine comes up to me and she's like, "Yo, this guy's asked me to dance 6 times," I'm like, "What
That
a weirdo."
happens sometimes. There
What a
is one
weirdo.
person.
Just take the hint, bro.
There's a person who will ask me to dance probably 3 times in a social,
Who,
and I
who,
say
who?
Just
no
call
every
them out
time.
now so
Yeah.
they know. So they know to
No,
stop.
no. But I say no every time, and this has been going on for like
See, she
5
doesn't-
years, you guys.
she doesn't
he
call him
asked
out.
me
If
to
you
dance.
tell him right now, he'll stop. Just tell
Yeah.
him.
No, I don't think so. But no, he asked me to dance at every single social, usually multiple times, and I say no because it's like I just there's something that's very uncomfortable for me about his eye contact. I feel like he's boring into my soul, and so I say no every
Boring
single
into your
time.
soul?
Like boring, like
Sorry, new
Yeah.
word for me. Got
Wait,
it.
Ryan,
Yeah,
when's
yeah.
the last time I saw you dance with Janine? Was it like
Oh.
5 years ago?
5
Oh,
years ago.
Is this person Ryan? Is that what you're asking?
laser beam into my soul.
Let's just say, let's just say my stare is pretty intense. No.
Dude, I'd fall in love with Ryan for sure. No,
Yeah.
but there's
Have you,
definitely
oh no,
balance.
Greg has experienced my.
No, it works every time.
I don't give
I
that
just
look
get
to
an
many people.
instant BB, honestly.
Guys, so the 2 takeaways is grab the follows rough and they'll
Oh my
say yes.
God.
You don't need consent for a dance.
Yeah, don't stare at them and just take the hint. No means no.
Wait, there's another takeaway. I don't know why I've been in a rebel mood. I'm not saying like 95% of the time be like rebel, but I'm saying like 1%. Just be like, no. I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, what? I don't get it. So what do you?
It makes him
what are
want you more?
suggesting?
Is that why
What?
it makes him want you more? Like just say no just because?
No. I guess I'm going back to what we talked about where with just like norms in art, I guess in general with dance, right? It's just like, oh, if someone tells you like I'm not like I think you should immerse yourself and follow the rules, but I think you should have a little bit rebel in you.
He's doing a pod recap of takeaways from the pod. This is Ryan's point.
Yeah, that was my
today.
takeaway.
Yeah. Guys, stop following the rules is what Ryan's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I'm thinking I should tell follows no. Like, would that increase my demand? I'm just
True.
like,
I think it would.
Scarcity creates demand, right?
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, if you're hard to get, they want you even more.
Hey, if
yeah.
you stand next
I'm
to
just
the
on the side of the social
if you
with my
stand
shit.
behind the DJ booth and don't say yes to anybody,
Whoa.
Wait, what's that meme?
yeah,
Can you
Yeah.
add that in? That
there
one?
is a scarcity.
I love that meme.
I love that meme from the DJ
Yeah.
booth.
All right, but we'll cut it there. Actually, I'm sure College to Susan, we're probably about to walk
Wait, are
up,
they
so-
coming?
Yeah.
Anytime now, I think they'll walk in.
No,
It's
guys.
like it's like asking 6 or 7 times. Oh, they're coming. Don't worry.
No, guys, but thanks for tuning in. As always, appreciate this support. We'll see you guys next time.
Peace.
Peace, peace.